Imagine a world where, instead of dialing 911 during an emergency, you rely on neighbors, community skills, and self-preparedness to handle crises. That's the reality for many Mennonite communities, where the collective approach to health, safety, and emergency response looks very different from the mainstream. Mennonites are known for their self-sufficiency, values of community, and simple living. When it comes to handling emergencies, they take a proactive and highly collaborative approach, relying on each other and a deep-rooted knowledge of practical skills and first aid rather than 911 services. This method might seem unconventional to those outside the community, but it reflects the Mennonites' unique way of viewing health, safety, and the role of each individual in supporting the group. To start, it's essential to understand the core values that guide Mennonite communities in emergencies. These values include mutual aid, simplicity, and resilience. Unlike mainstream society, which often relies heavily on technology and emergency services, Mennonites prepare for emergencies by ensuring everyone has essential skills. This means that in many Mennonite families, children grow up learning how to address basic injuries, stay calm in a crisis, and even provide first aid for minor medical concerns. From a young age, Mennonites learn practical skills that allow them to handle day-to-day issues and larger emergencies alike. Take CPR, for instance. In many Mennonite communities, knowing CPR is a common skill, especially for adults. They are taught not to wait for an ambulance, but instead to respond immediately to help those around them. Many Mennonite families have an array of first aid kits at home, complete with everything they might need for cuts, sprains, or even fractures. This stock of first aid supplies is maintained diligently, and they are trained in using these supplies with precision, understanding that their immediate response is often the most crucial. In many Mennonite communities, the approach to health emergencies combines first aid with traditional medicine. Rather than rushing to the emergency room for every ailment, Mennonites often rely on time-tested home remedies and the knowledge of natural herbs. For example, a sore throat might be treated with a mixture of honey and apple cider vinegar, while digestive issues could be eased with peppermint tea or ginger root. They are mindful of the health benefits of herbs and natural treatments, recognizing that these simple solutions can be incredibly effective for everyday health issues. However, there are times when more serious health emergencies arise. In these cases, Mennonite communities usually have a few trained individuals who may have some formal medical experience or who have learned through apprenticeships within the community. These health aides are not doctors, but are often well-versed in providing immediate care, assessing symptoms, and deciding whether outside help is necessary. They play a vital role, providing guidance on when a health issue can be managed at home versus when it's time to visit a hospital. For example, suppose someone suffers from a high fever. In such cases, Mennonites might first try to lower the fever using cool compresses or herbal teas known for their cooling effects like peppermint. If these methods don't work, they'll consult their community health aide. If it's still deemed necessary, only then will they go to a local clinic or hospital, but that step is carefully considered and, whenever possible, avoided. Accidents like falls, cuts, and even broken bones are approached with a calmness that comes from preparedness. Mennonites believe that each person should have a certain level of resilience and be able to handle minor injuries without relying on external help. If a child scrapes a knee, it's handled quickly with antiseptics and a bandage from a well-stocked first aid kit. If a cut is more severe, they have tools to sterilize and stitch it themselves, often consulting a community health aide to ensure proper care. When someone breaks a bone, Mennonites may initially create a makeshift splint and immobilize the limb before making the decision to seek outside help. They approach these situations practically, teaching each other the basic principles of setting a bone and using materials like sticks and fabric to create support until more help can be reached. Mennonite homes are often equipped with fire extinguishers, buckets of water, and even sand to control fires in case one breaks out. Many communities have a volunteer-based fire team that consists of men and women trained in fire control. This team is essential, as they are the first to respond to any fire within the community. Mennonite homes are constructed with fire safety in mind, using materials that are less likely to catch fire easily and are designed for easy evacuation. In times of natural disasters, such as floods or storms, Mennonites once again turn to their sense of community. If severe weather is anticipated, families come together to ensure each household is stocked with essentials like water, food, and blankets. Mennonites often have communal cellars stocked with non-perishable foods, extra blankets, and other essentials to support each other during extended emergencies. If a storm damages a roof or barn, neighbors gather to repair it collectively, sometimes within hours of the event. For emergencies that require quick communication, Mennonites employ an efficient and low-tech system. They may use a phone tree, where one person calls a list of contacts, who then call others until the entire community is informed. This way, everyone remains updated without relying on high-tech systems. Some communities have even developed whistle or bell signals to alert others during emergencies. Each sound corresponds to a different type of alert, like a fire or severe weather warning, allowing neighbors to respond quickly without needing phones or other devices. Faith and spiritual resilience are as integral to Mennonite emergency response as physical preparation. Mennonites view hardship and crisis as times to turn inward to their faith, praying together and offering each other emotional support. Prayer meetings and gatherings are often held during challenging times, providing a sense of unity and calm amidst uncertainty. For Mennonites, prayer is a powerful response to fear and uncertainty, giving them peace and grounding in moments of crisis. When a member suffers a significant loss, such as a house fire or crop failure, Mennonites practice a form of mutual aid that's central to their culture. A family who loses their barn, for instance, will quickly see their community gather for a barn raising, a day when everyone helps rebuild what was lost. This mutual support network extends beyond physical labor. Families often contribute food, clothing, or funds to help those in need recover from their losses. This approach is especially helpful when resources are scarce, as it prevents any single family from bearing the full burden of an emergency alone. In the long run, this collective approach to rebuilding ensures that everyone has a strong support network, not only for physical needs, but for emotional recovery as well. A key part of Mennonite emergency preparation is the training they give each generation in essential skills. Knowledge in first aid, basic medical care, and safety measures is deeply embedded in the culture, often taught informally within families. For example, children might grow up learning how to identify different medicinal plants, or how to make basic antiseptics from natural ingredients. The community actively fosters these skills through group training sessions or mentorship by community elders who possess extensive knowledge of both traditional and practical survival techniques. One distinctive skill is their approach to water purification. For rural Mennonite communities without access to consistent clean water supplies, the community often prepares for potential water contamination during emergencies by storing natural filtration systems like charcoal or sand filters. This preparation highlights a proactive approach to safeguarding resources that they know might become scarce. To avoid medical emergencies, Mennonites place a high emphasis on preventive care, ensuring their members stay healthy through a natural lifestyle. Their diet, often composed of locally grown fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and homemade dairy products, contributes to better overall health, reducing the likelihood of lifestyle-related illnesses. Mennonites also encourage moderate exercise through daily work, be it in fields, barns, or homesteads. This lifestyle serves as a form of preventive healthcare, keeping people active and fit, and thus lessening the chance of emergencies arising from poor health. Routine health checkups in some Mennonite communities are led by volunteer health practitioners who provide guidance on natural treatments and preventive methods, like herb-based teas or lifestyle adjustments, to address health concerns early on. For example, herbal remedies such as elderberry syrup or echinacea are commonly recommended to strengthen immunity against seasonal colds. By emphasizing natural and preventive care, the community aims to reduce the number of crises that might require urgent intervention. In stressful situations, the Mennonite approach to mental health stands out as another layer of their emergency resilience. Although traditional in many ways, Mennonite communities understand the importance of mental well-being, especially in crises. Faith and community support play crucial roles in helping members cope with stress and anxiety. During difficult times, people often gather in small prayer circles or family gatherings, which provide emotional comfort and remind each individual that they are not alone. These gatherings serve as a source of strength and mental clarity, helping them process trauma or loss collectively. In cases of severe emotional distress or grief, Mennonite communities don't isolate the affected individuals, but rather surround them with constant support. Family members and friends make a concerted effort to help each other heal emotionally. This could involve sharing stories, singing hymns, or just spending time together in silent solidarity. The belief in God's plan provides them with a sense of hope and acceptance, which can be incredibly comforting in moments of despair. Mennonite communities approach natural disasters such as floods, snowstorms, and even occasional droughts with well-established preparedness plans. Houses are often built with structural features suited to their specific region's weather patterns. In flood-prone areas, homes may be constructed on raised foundations, and many homes have underground cellars or storm shelters that double as storage spaces for emergency provisions. To prevent power outages from causing major disruptions, Mennonites commonly use alternative sources of light and heat, such as wood-burning stoves or kerosene lamps. They also often stockpile firewood and other supplies, knowing these will be critical during extreme weather conditions. Mennonite families plan ahead for self-sufficiency, ensuring they have enough canned goods, grains, and preserved food to last through harsh winters or times when travel is not feasible. The Mennonite Emergency Response Framework is also about building lasting community bonds. Every emergency or crisis is seen as an opportunity to come together, reinforcing unity and interdependence. Each family contributes to the well-being of others by offering skills, resources, and support during challenging times. These moments of unity are pivotal, reminding the community of the power and peace that come from shared responsibilities. In this way, Mennonites don't just survive emergencies, they come out of them stronger and even more closely connected. Through every crisis, be it a health scare, a natural disaster, or a personal hardship, Mennonites rely on their unwavering faith, deep knowledge, and strong community bonds to guide them forward. This resilient approach not only helps them handle emergencies without the need for 911, but also allows them to live in a way that values simplicity, mindfulness, and a profound trust in the strength of their community. The Mennonite way of handling emergencies offers a compelling contrast to modern society's reliance on emergency services and technology. Their approach is practical and deeply community-oriented, built on a foundation of skills, mutual aid, and a calm response to crisis. It highlights a model of resilience that's powered by the close-knit relationships within their community and a trust in each other's abilities. By handling crises within their own network, Mennonites demonstrate the strength that comes from working together and show that preparedness, simplicity, and faith can create a powerful safety net, one that's rooted not in technology, but in timeless values and enduring trust.